CALA was set up to play a critical role in building up leadership capacity to deliver on sector commitment, in implementing national priority programs or flagships, and working towards the vision of an inclusive agriculture transformation. CALA is aimed at meeting two specific challenges. One, it's enabling leaders to better drive and deliver on national agriculture transformation initiatives. Two, preparing a next generation of public and private sector leaders to meet the succession challenges the agriculture sector is facing. CALA is grounded in lessons learned from AGRA's and partners' work in the area of policy and state capability with various African governments and with the private sector. CALA was established to support sector leadership for improved delivery and complements AGRA's efforts in delivery support, including bilateral government engagement, provisional of long-term technical assistance who are embedded in various ministries across different countries. These leadership challenges in implementation revolve around strategy and planning, implementation capacity, delivery of government projects and programs, and of course, in the area of sector coordination. CALA provides a collaborative, creative problem-solving space where leaders can work towards delivery of well-defined and environmentally friendly sustainable outcomes by cultivating an awareness of environmental and social management in design and implementation. It ensures growth and learning of adaptive leadership skills, management skills for delivery, such as planning and budgeting for flagship, procurement, and provides exposure to case studies of agriculture transformation.
CALA is delivered through a strategic partnership with other long-standing leading actors and funders of African agricultural leadership on the continent. Having learned that a new and larger set of transformative leaders is critical for the advancement of agriculture, AGRA has deepened its relationship with the German Development Corporation, that's KfW and BMZ, and we received funding for the creation of the Center for African Leaders in Agriculture. CALA is an AGRA-led initiative implemented in collaboration with the African Management Institute, AMI, that is the center's lead implementer and learning partner, and USAID's PolicyLink, which has led the design and rollout of the leadership program's coaching component. There are a set of key outcomes in the leadership space that CALA is committed to. Over these first 3 years, CALA is committed to 1, enhancing the leadership capacities of 160 leaders from across the continent, advancing leadership of flagship programs and policies in 8 countries to achieve progress in their agricultural transformation, strengthening coordination and strategic partnerships, and 4th, generating lessons in leadership capacity development for Africa's agricultural transformation that will help refine the initiative and increase its strength, its impact, and its sustainability. To achieve these outcomes, CALA is running what we're calling the Advanced Leadership Program, whose program objectives are to support sector leaders to be recognized as delivery-oriented and collaborative leaders who are driving tangible change at the country level, to advance country-level flagship programs and policies to achieve progress towards agriculture transformation, to network and to drive sector collaboration, and so advance the sustainability of our food security objectives. And lastly, to enhance the leadership skills in environmental sustainability through exposure to various agroecological principles, including climate change adaptation and environmental and social management, each of which is recognized as contributing to sustainable farming, to food production and resilient food systems in the face of increasing climate change impacts.
Understanding the needs of leaders in the sector and designing a program that is responsive to those needs is something that the CALA team is committed to doing. It is against this backdrop that CALA conducted structured and rigorous multi-country learning needs analysis, which was done through surveys and in-depth interviews with potential participants. And the main aim of this was to inform the design of the program. These surveys and interviews were targeted at leaders in the public sector, the private sector, as well as civil society, just to ensure that the program was responsive to their respective needs and that it addressed the barriers to collaborative leadership that exist. The learning needs analysis did indeed generate some great insights on the prospective participants. At the same time, it confirmed that the program design and the structure were actually set to adequately address the participants' needs. Drawing from AMI's experience delivering effective leadership programs through the practical approaches and tools, CALA is also focused on practical leadership skills development, and it is not an academic or theoretical learning program as many programs that we see out there, many leadership programs. So throughout the duration of the program, CALA participants actually get the opportunity to apply the leadership concepts that they are learning in their work. And this is done through what we are calling the action learning projects. To support program quality assurance, an independent advisory committee composed of respected agriculture sector leaders and experts was constituted. And this independent advisory committee is overseeing the quality of the technical content that has been developed for CALA, primarily to ensure that the program is constantly responding to the needs of the sector.
What really sets the CALA Advanced Leadership Program apart from other initiatives is the focus on actual implementation. Participants will be expected to complete a practical action learning project directly connected to their objectives and to their country's priority agricultural transformation objectives. Furthermore, the leadership journey is spaced out over 16 months, giving them sufficient time to integrate theory with practice. The leadership trainees will have sufficient time to implement, to reflect on what they're applying practically, and to adjust their leadership styles based on the lessons learned. In addition, and importantly, participants in the training will receive coaching support, and as opposed to just engaging with the course content, coaching is a powerful tool to help the trainees reflect on what they're learning, how they're applying these learnings over and above the practical aspects of the action learning project, but in fact, in their daily interactions and in their outputs as leaders. The role of a coach is to guide one towards deeper insights, to hold attention to what's important and support more sustainable behavior change. The coach can be a thought partner who asks questions that helps the leaders to reflect on what's critical for their leadership. In return, the leadership trainees will learn the importance of coaching as a tool and consider being mentors and coaches themselves as part of their leadership practice. Interestingly, from our learning needs analysis, we have established that few of the participants on the CALA program have had the opportunity to engage in coaching before. Therefore, it represents a real opportunity for them to elevate their development as leaders.
So we all know that leadership is complex. It's not something we're going to address just in one workshop or even a series of workshops. And this is why the program is really structured to contain many different elements, each with a specific goal or outcome in mind to upskill and equip leaders. First, there are the virtual learning events to hone delegates' leadership skills for delivery. And here they are really guided by expert facilitators sharing relevant leadership content, as well as facilitating peer-to-peer learning opportunities. And these come in the form of interactive interactions, discussions, role play, and debate. There's also action learning project check-ins or ALP check-ins, where delegates will have the opportunity to engage with a facilitator to present their progress, to receive guidance, as well as to have the opportunity for peer-to-peer feedback. In addition to these, there are 4 leadership forums during the program, And this is really where connections to the industry and the sector at large are being facilitated. Senior leaders, transformation champions from across the continent, they are all invited to contribute to the program and to share lessons from their practical experience. Dedicated networking sessions further provide an opportunity for the delegates to get to know fellow participants from across the continent. Lastly, the program is supported by a series of game-changer case studies. And these have been commissioned specifically for CALA, and they all focus on a series of examples in African agriculture from different contexts. And not only does this answer to the need for more local content, but also something that we discovered from our learning needs analysis is that there's a real hunger for participants from locally relevant examples, or even examples from related but different contexts to learn from and to see local examples and principles that they can apply to their own situation. Now, over and above these diverse inputs, the leaders are supported on their journey by a real library of curated online courses that are hosted on the AMI learning platform. Here, leaders can engage with peers in virtual discussions, and they also have access to a dedicated program management team who can support them, answer queries and questions, and also can offer them some personalized support over and above the coaching sessions.
Oh.